Welcome back to Schizophrenic Rambling. Um, you know, it is getting close to the end of Borderlands 1, which after this I will be starting on uh 2. But right now, yeah, I'm talking about after all the DLCs and stuff like that. But I am going to play the rest of like the side quests real quick. I'm trying to do as many as I can because I want to kind of have like feel like I've completed the game completely. So, um, I guess let's get into a topic that I want to say because it's really weird to me. 556. I know how that sounds, but I, I so that is a caliber that is very odd to me because the first caliber I ever saw was a shotgun. It was which one did I see before? Oh, yeah. So for my 12th when I was 12 for Christmas, I got a Remington, not Remington, Turkish made piece of shit, 20 gauge, which I think a lot of people get as their first gun. Um, what else? Oh, and then I went straight to 12 gauge. That wasn't my dad's decision. That wasn't. It was. He handed me a. He said to me, "Which way do I go?" This way. Um, he said, "If you don't want to shoot it, you don't have to." But he took his Remington 870 Wingmaster. And I remember I sat there and fired it, and I just remember my dad said I had this huge, like, shit-eating grin on my face. Because I was like, it was so fun. And, because the first thing I ever did was skeet shooting. Wasn't anything else. That's something I've been good at my, like, whole time of shooting. I never say I'm good at anything. Personally, I am a hell of a skeet shooter in my eyes. Like, I also do it with a pump action, which I know people say that, in a way it's cheating. Isn't this like really rare? Ooh, I just dropped it. I didn't. Um, but that's some odd to me. Is I have this love for Winchester, but only the Model 70. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I love the lever actions. My favorite lever action is the 1886. But when it comes down to shotguns, some about a Remington 870 fucking just gets me. I don't know how to put it. Because I know some people who don't like Wilmington 870s in general. And they're like, well, the newer ones. Like, some people said the one from the 90s sucked. I had one from the 90s. It was not that bad. I actually enjoyed it pretty fairly, I'm not gonna lie. I felt like it was a very comfortable firearm. And I don't get it. I don't get why people like I get if okay. I get if you don't like an era of a brand or an era of a gun. But I just don't get why people hated on the 87 like modern day 870s. Cause I've even shot the new ones and they all are the same. There is no difference. Some people might be like, well, it's actually shittier quality, and you're fucking wrong. Okay. If it's running the same as my if it's running the same as my dad's 1968 Wingmaster, fucking, I ain't got an issue with it. If you got an issue with it, that's all you. I love it. But, to each their own. And that's the other thing, too. A lot of people, that's the one thing I hate about people. Sometimes is, they'll be like, well, Tika's the best rifle company, or Savage Access is the best rifle company. Motherfucker, in your opinion, the fuck? I hate that shit. People are like, this is the best bang for your buck. No, it is not. The best bang for your buck is what you like. And I get, like, yes. Oh, well, you should get a rifle at sub MOA. No. If you would say, like, I'm not saying no to not getting a sub MOA gun. No, like, if you want a sub MOA gun, go right ahead. But if somebody walked up to me and said, oh, well, I'm now starting hunting and I only got 300 bucks. You can't even afford a Savage Access with that nowadays. You can afford a 22 Savage. Which, hey, if you want to, you could buy a Ruger 1022 for that same price. So, what does it want me to do? What the fuck? What does it want me to do? Um, like I was saying though, I I feel very strongly about the budget rifle things people say sometimes. Just because I feel like some people, how do I put this? Am I supposed to like light some on fire? What am I supposed to? Oh my god, I'm stupid. But, like, I get if when people start out, they want a gun that's extremely accurate. Alright. Yes, it does depend on your gun, but also it depends on the person behind it. Like, if you go to pull the trigger on a rifle and you fucking flinch, your gun, it doesn't matter if it's sub MOA or not, you're gonna pull the fuck out of that shot. And that's the thing too, people like always forget that. That's something I don't hear talked about too much in the gun community anymore is flinching. Like, I have a flinch. I will admit to flinching sometimes. But, do you know what else I'll admit to? I will also admit to that being my own fault. Because I bought a gun that started to make me flinch. But, at the end of the day, I don't think a person who's going out hunting, who like, let's say you just got into hunting, right? You walked in and bought a Winchester Model 70 Super Grade, and you went out, you hated hunting. You just spent 1,900 bucks on something you didn't like. Real smart, ain't that? Like, bro, the fuck are you doing, man? But, you know, that's the thing. Like, I feel like the best gun I ever owned, best rifle I ever owned, in all honesty, had to have been my Weatherby Vanguard. And that's just because, like, my Weatherby Vanguard just was accurate, was, it came in every caliber, and you could really want, even the Weatherby calibers. But, you wanted 308? Weatherby Vanguard? Like 400 bucks. And a threaded barrel. You want a 300 Win Mag? Weatherby Vanguard. With a threaded barrel for right at 500. You want a 257 Weatherby? Weatherby Vanguard for 500 bucks. You could get all those common, well, not really common, but the older or good, or you could get 30-06, 270. There's a point where I remember you could buy. I saw they had one in 280 Accolade approved. You can get a good bit, but you know, people just prefer to sit on them because they're not sub MOA. And people are gonna be like, well, it's not a free floating barrel, and it's actually not even that thick of a barrel, so it's gonna make accuracy issues. Okay, if you just started hunting, you don't need anything that special. Like, until you really get into it, don't buy a super expensive gun. Like, bro, that that really irks me. Like, it's not because they have, oh, well, they just have more money, so it irks you. No, no, that's not the reason. What irks me is the fact of people will go out with these really expensive rifles and then get scared about getting them muddy. To put it this way, my Ruger M77 from 1987 with the thumb safety, chambered in 30-06 with a Leopold 4 to 12 free down, which cost 300 bucks. With its Browning strap on it, it uses Hornady Precision Hunter. Is gone through some shit. And I mean, it's seen some shit. Like, to put it this way, that gun, unironically, was so dirty. So the bolt, which is silver, and it's Mauser accent, too. It's just with a different safety and all that. Had this, like, best way to describe it, like, copper finish. And that's how I always remembered the gun. I took Hobbs number 9 to it, and that sumbitch came out silver. So, I'm sorry to say it, that gun seen some shit, and it was still accurate enough that I could hit a double lung shot. As long as you can, if you can't hit a double lung, you're fucking stupid. Like, I'll still stand by it. I still have not killed my first deer, and I still feel bad for hitting a deer with a 44 mag in the stomach. I feel horrible. But I also know I have the confidence to be able to hit that shot. I know I could. If I can do it on a paper target at 100 yards in iron sights, I can do it through a scope. So, I'm not too worried about that. But that's the thing. I don't need no sub-MOA rifle. It is my dream gun. Like, it doesn't sound hypocritical. You haven't even killed your first deer. Most of these people who are buying these rifles haven't even fucking seen a deer in real life. So, at least I've seen one. Little fucking button buck. Which I still feel bad for hitting in the stomach. I'm not gonna lie. My dad even said that the iron sights were way off. Which, still, I'm gonna classify as also user error. Which I'm not a pussy to classify that. But see, that's the other fucking thing. Bro, these motherfuckers believe if it has a wood stock, it's shit. It's just a little heavier. God, and those are the same motherfuckers who I know damn well haven't carried a 9-pound fucking Remington 870 with a steel fucking receiver on it. That shit sucks. But that's the thing. That's what really fucking irks me. It's just, why do people feel the need to buy these overly expensive rifles and then get scared to get a little bit of mud on it? Or, if it has a wood stock, I refuse to buy it. If I went in somewhere, same rifle I wanted, but it had a plastic stock on it, yeah, I'll buy it. It's the same exact one I want, it's just a different stock. Same pad, same everything as the wood stock version? Huh. It's just plastic? Alright, I'll get it. A little bit better for weather. If they have it in the store, I'll pick it up. And that's the thing. I've had the money in my life to be able to buy me a brand new Winchester Model 70. But there's a reason why I haven't. They're not American made anymore. My dream gun's a Winchester Model 70. But when I hear a Winchester came back to the US instead of fucking being made in Japan, I can hold off. And that's the thing. My dad looked at me and he said, for Christmas, you have plus the money at my they sold some things and they were going to buy me a DSA file at the fucking Cuban, but it was never in stock, which was 2 grand. They're like, we'll take you into your gun store, the local gun store, pick out any rifle that's $2,000. We'll get you it. I went in there, saw this beautiful Winchester Model 70, and $1,900, dark walnut stock on it. Came in 30-06, had iron sights on it. Literally, it was brand new. They just took it out the box that day. But what I was like, God, I love, because they're American made. The gun store guy said, American made, what are you talking about? And I'm like, they're American made rifles. He said, no, they're made in Japan now. Then I did some research and I was like, really now? And I told them, I don't want it. And they're like, you really liked it though. Don't give a fuck. If I'm buying from an American made company, that damn rifle better be made in the USA. But it wasn't. And that's the other thing. Fucking, oh. Still less damage. Damn. And see, that's the thing. I knew the Vanguard was made by Howa, but I wasn't gonna sit there and bitch about that. It was a $500 rifle. $1,900, I better have a damn gun made in the US of A. But you know what? I'll continue on this rant on a different time. I'm gonna end this off here. This was a great little Schizophrenic Ramble for me. And I wish y'all the best day of y'all's lives. See ya!